Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the brand new Bracket Busters cards coming tomorrow here in NBA 2K25 My Team. Hopefully, this is not all we get tomorrow. Hopefully, we get some sort of spotlights or a Bracket Busters event or something along those lines as well. Because if all we get tomorrow is packs, that is going to be disappointing. With that being said, these do look like very good packs with a lot of very good cards. Hopefully the opals, the pink diamonds are as good as these dark matters and 100 overall Chris Webber. Chris Webber being small forward eligible definitely makes him pretty intriguing. I think as a whole, he should be a really, really good card. And I mean, as a whole, you got a very, very solid looking drop in general, in my opinion. So, hey, exciting dark matters cards that I think I would love to get depending on their prices. Honestly, all three of them look like they're really good. This looks like one of the first drops that's actually going to have I don't know, it just looks like one of the first drops that's really going to have three good dark matters. It's a little bit different, I guess, in that respect. So with that being said, David Robinson, I think we'll start with Chris Webber. Actually, I think is probably a fair way to do this, because I think he is the headliner. Obviously, even if he's not maybe the most exciting name in the promo, he is going to be the best card in the promo. The thing about Webber is his stats on his 98 were already really good. The problem with this card was the fact that his jumper was pretty ugly. I'm assuming he'll get a new jump shot. He already has Pro Dribble Style, PG Escape, which is pretty solid. If they give him a better dribble style with Paul George Escape, he could be a really, really good card. Obviously, he's going to have those 100 overall stats and badges, and I would assume he'll get a changed jump shot as well. But being a 6'10 power forward with a 7'3 wingspan, now being able to play the small forward position should really elevate him. Now, again, he's going to be freaking 6 million MT or whatever it is, 5 million MT, however much he winds up being. It's certainly not going to be a cheap card by any means, but he should be a very, very good card as well. So, probably not very attainable for the majority of the community. I doubt I get him, but he should be a very good card. So I'm interested to see what Cwebb winds up looking like. David Robinson should be a great card in his own right. Definitely going to be right up there with the best big men in my team. Guys like Chet Holmgren, Akeem Olajuwon, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Joel Embiid. This Drob is going to be on that level. His opal was already great. Still a usable card, by the way. And Dark Matter should have like 94 speed, 90 something three ball, 90 plus standing and driving. Already an incredible defender will be even better. Already an incredible rebounder will be even better. He's just going to be another extremely elite, complete, high level option. Would love to see some dribbling upgrades. Maybe they give him a new dribble style or a new escape. Things of that nature would be definitely nice. I don't mind the fade. Jumper's not bad. On very quick, it'll be much better. And obviously the jumper's going to be on very quick. I don't think they'll change it. They might. Who knows? But I don't think so. Either way, this card will also be extremely elite. He's going to be one of the best big men in my team. And the effect that he might also have is potentially dropping the price of guys like Kareem, Akeem, Embiid, Chet. And so if you're looking to pick up a power forward, I would at least keep your eye on those cards tonight to see if they drop in price a bit, because Drob is a hyped enough name and an exciting enough card to where I do see him actually as potentially being able to drop the market a little bit. So we'll be interesting to see what Drob winds up doing to the market, but I do think he also should be a very, very good card. So excited about David Robinson. Next up is Adam Morrison, who does obviously have his pink diamond this year. Already not a bad card. Card came out at the beginning of January as well, so that was 3 months ago, or I guess 2.5 months ago. But 90 speed, 95 three ball, 85 driving dunk, defensively pretty good. Dark matter is gonna be really good. You're gonna have 95 speed, basically 99 three ball, probably a 90 plus or 95 driving dunk, and then defensively will be 90s on the perimeter stuff and high 80s on the interior. Another very extremely good card. I hope he hits Hoff on ball menace, a few other Hoff defensive badges. I'm sure he will. I would hope on ball menace is one of those defensive badges, though. And then he already has Hoff posterizer, already has Hoff Deadeye, Limitless, Set Shot, Shifty, Handles for Days, Lightning Launch. Most of the important like shooting and playmaking badges he already has on Hoff, so that should make him really good too. Honestly, I liked his jumper better this year. Jerry West upper's not as bad. It's not incredibly amazing, but if he has the same jumper on very quick, it's not a bad jump shot. Trey Fade's good. Kobe Escape isn't bad, but I'd love a better dribble style. Like if they give him Darius Garland dribble style, that'd be nice. Maybe a better behind the back would be nice as well. Should definitely be one of the best shot creating small forwards in the game. He's 6'8 with a 7-foot wingspan though. Is a little bit undersized. Realistically, best case scenario, this card to me looks like a better Rudy Gay in some ways. Probably won't have the behind the back Rudy Gay has, but better stats and badges all the way around. Should be really good offensively. Will he be good enough defensively to be worth his price? My guess would be probably not. I guess it depends on the SIGs, because if he truly gets like some glitch SIGs and stuff and he becomes insanely good offensively, he could be potentially worth the pickup. I will say that, but I'm not saying he will be right now. I think that's a maybe for sure, but he's got a potential to be really, really good. There's no doubt about that. And then honestly, Lonzo should be really good as well. The thing about Lonzo is his diamond was like a solid card. I know the stats weren't jump off the page impressive or anything like that, but you're going to have high 90s speed. You're going to have a 90 something three ball. You're going to have a 90 driving dunk and 90 plus defense pretty much across the board probably on Lonzo. He should be extremely complete with basically 90 plus on everything, I would think. His badges are going to be far better than the diamonds badges were. I already actually liked his jump shot as well. He's 6'6" with 6'7" wingspan, which is good enough point guard size for sure, especially for a guy who's going to be an elite level defender, and has a jump shot that I actually like a lot this year. Now, number one request for Lonzo Ball from me is going to be that he gets a better escape, better behind the back. At least one of the two, if not both. Really would be nice to have him be upgraded a bit as a shot creator, because as is, he's not really a guy who's going to have a lot of SIGs. And if he's more of a defensive point guard with a good jump shot, he's still a great card, but it just doesn't make him very special. You know what I mean? He'll be on the top. I think he'll be a top 5-ish point guard kind of regardless. But if he gets some upgraded animations beyond the release on very quick, that could really elevate this card and put him in that top 2 or 3 area for sure, especially among the non-100 overalls. It could put him on that Magic Johnson, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander level if he gets some upgrades in some other areas. Either way, another card who has extremely high potential in my team. Every card they have previewed for tomorrow looks absolutely souped so far. And so therefore, my question then becomes, number one, will we get really good Galaxy Opals and Pink Diamonds again? My guess would be probably yes. They've done a really good job with budget cards this season, 2K has. Now, I'm not sure they've done a really good job with everything, but in that specific area, I do think 2K's actually executed pretty well recently. So I would like to see them continue to hopefully execute well in that area. We'll see if they actually do or not, but that would be nice. I would be pleased for sure if 2K were to execute a bit better, I guess, overall, or continue to execute well in that area. The key for me to making this weekend exciting in my team, though, is that it goes beyond packs. This is a great surface level drop with really good cards, and the budget cards will probably be good too, but you need more than an interesting pack drop on Friday for content to be good. Give us some March Madness events tomorrow. Give us some spotlights. Give us something else to be excited about, something to grind in the mode instead of just packs. It's just been so lazy recently, and it's extremely frustrating to me because I think the game mode has the potential to really thrive. And again, I'm going to keep harping on this. I'm playing MLB a ton recently because it's so rewarding. It's so fun. There's so many different things to do. In my team, you almost have nothing to do all the time, it seems like, besides grind for RNG rewards that suck. So there's no motivation to getting these cards and getting your team better because there's not a motivation to actually play the game beyond actually just wanting to play basketball. That's the only reason you want to play. And that's a shame. So hopefully we see some changes this weekend. Maybe there's some more incentive to actually play the game and some more grindable stuff and things of that nature as well. So with that being said, it's going to do it for the video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I will be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.